Hello Pisces, welcome to your weekly reading. This is July 3rd through 9th. Hope you're amazing. So let's see what we have for you this week. Okay, adjudication, gift, change, bad health. People are worried about you. Journey. Career. Grasshopper. And cup. Sorry guys, my friend is going into labor, so her husband is sending me updates. Okay, but anyway, okay, so we have adjudication, gift, change, bad health, message of concern, and journey, career, grasshopper, and cup. Okay, from what I can see really quickly, people are worried about you, Pisces. They feel like you're not making the best decisions for your future. I do see a lot of fairness. You know what's interesting? I feel a lot of fairness happening to you. Like you have a good job or maybe a good living situation. Like things could be better because they always can. But you're not in the worst situation ever. But for some reason you're feeling like it is, or it's not helping you mentally. Like, you're not feeling it. But I feel like other people can see that you're good, but you don't think you're good, okay? Yeah. Alright. Pisces, July 3rd through 9th. I'm just going to put all the cards out. We have the Three of Cups, the Tower, Queen of Cups, Justice, Star, Page of Swords, the Hangman, the Knight of Swords, and the Sun. I feel like there's some change in your life, like friendships or relationships that you made, and you felt like it was good at the time. You know, it gives me that energy of like, I want to move forward, and this is the fair thing to do with my life. Like, I know what I need, and this is what I need. So you've made these changes, and you're like, okay, these are good for me. This is the past coming into now. I feel like you were trying to give yourself the gift of stability, and you were trying to nurture and take care of yourself. I do feel like you have people around you that really love you as well. You're really lucky in that way. But I also feel like you were trying to take care of yourself, right? It's like you're trying to stop bad things from happening or trying to live the best life that you know how. So you've made some changes, especially with friends, or honestly, it feels like people that were good for you. You kind of push them aside. But I can see, we'll get into it, I can see that you pushed them aside because they were bringing change into your life and you didn't want that. That's what it comes down to. I don't feel like you think it that way. But that is what it comes down to in a spiritual sense. Okay. So you know, in all fairness, it seems like you were trying to have change or trying to do things better, you know, trying to readjust. It's the easiest way that I can say it. And it's not helping. So this tells me that there are some underlying issues. So you changing your environment or you changing the people around you didn't change the course of action, didn't change what's happening, which is leading me to believe that it's you. Not blame, but just like it's time for you to dig into yourself. So I feel like there's some internal healing that needs to be done. And you're starting to see that because you can't seem to balance it yourself. Okay? I do feel like people are worried about you because you're just kind of in between. You're not your best self. You're not your worst self. You're just kind of not fully yourself. So people close to you know that something is off, okay? And I do feel like they're going to communicate with you about it. Like there may have been hints dropped, but I feel like they're going to communicate something with you that you have been saying to yourself that you need to heal. So I do feel like this is a rough journey to actualization. But you're in the process of doing that. Paintbrushes, pink box, and flame and match. Yeah. So by the end of this week, you have a chance to start over. Right? Your story does not end, is what I'm saying. Okay? I do see that some of you are going to talk to someone that you haven't talked to in a while. Because you needed to heal. So whoever that is to you. And I feel like that's going to be successful in its own way. All right. Just to hear me out in its own way. Okay. Yeah, I feel like the gift is you seeing it. This is definitely a wave, Pisces. So what I'm seeing is you're like, my life is in shambles or something. I don't like the way things are. I want to make changes. So I'm cutting everything off to get true to myself, which is fine. But then you're realizing that this way of doing it doesn't work. So now you're like, okay, what do I need to do? How do I need to backtrack? And you're doing that. But I do feel like other people are involved in this. There's either the people that you've blocked out or people that care about you. Because I feel like they have a lot to say to you. This is a good time to listen to people and not take offense, but to listen to their perspective as well. Okay. And then we have Ancient Forest. And Storyteller. Yep. You're going to get to rewrite your story, Pisces. You are. Just because you made one decision doesn't mean you have to stick to it to the end of time. You know, ego sometimes is the destroyer of souls. Okay. I do see with Ancient Forest, I'm getting a lot of karma with this card. So I feel like a lot of karma, a lot of old issues, it's like getting through a lot of complications in the past. And now that you're like deep in the hole, I feel like you can see a little bit in the direction that you want to go to get some assistance. So then we have Storyteller, and this is you changing your story. You do not have to be a product of your environment. You can change it at any time. So just because something has happened to you in the past does not mean that you have to live there forever. Okay? All right, Pisces. I love you. And I'll see you next week, okay? Bye-bye.